Hey, what's up everyone? It's Crystal Clear 101 here. I'm bringing you another Transformers toy review. And today I'm actually going to be bringing you the world's smallest Transformers Optimus Prime. Now, first off, let me go ahead and tell you that I do not have the packaging for the Prime. The trailer, however. Let me go ahead and tell you that this review is going to be broken up into two parts. I'm going to review first the Optimus Prime, the cab portion. Then I'm going to review the trailer separately. But without further ado, let me go ahead and get into what I know about these world's smallest Transformers. Hold on one second. Alright, and here we go. Now, first off, the WST line, the world's smallest Transformers line, is a line that came out in Japan. Now, they've done a lot of different characters for this line. Now, they've done mainly the main characters. And I have some of these I will be doing reviews on, but the main one to be focusing on this video is going to be the Optimus Prime. Now, with that being said, let me go ahead and get straight to the Optimus Prime, tell you what I know about the Optimus Prime itself. Now, as far as the Optimus Prime is concerned, in Japan, Takara has released 2 Optimus Primes. Now, there is a Series 1, which is dubbed the G1 Optimus Prime. And then there's this one, which is the Series 2, which is dubbed the anime version Optimus Prime. You're probably wondering, well, what's the difference between the two? Well, the Series 1, the G1 Optimus Prime, is colored up in the same color scheme as the original Generation 1 action figure, as the original Generation 1 toy. Now, the anime version is supposed to be more color accurate to the original animated TV series and movie. As you can see, there's parts of him that are at the top of his legs that are white, and how his windows are painted blue, and how he has yellow detailing in his grill right here. Now, as far as official releases, Takara has only released those 2 versions. Matter of fact, this one right here is an official Takara. Now, and there are a bunch of these that are third party. I mean, there's a bunch of these. The only other variation of this that is released by Takara, it's a chase figure, but they've done a Ultra Magnus. Now, in order to tell which one is a official Takara, which one is a third party one, they will be marked. Matter of fact, on this one, let me see if I can focus in on that. As you can see, it is marked right beside his left smokestack. It's marked copyright T Takara 03C. Now, with that being said, as I said, there are a ton of variations of this figure that are third party. Now, if you want me to give you a size comparison for this Optimus Prime, just to give you an idea how small he is, let me bring in the Reveal the Shield, the Dollar General exclusive Optimus Prime for a size comparison. Now, as you can see, this one is a fair bit smaller overall. Not to mention that this one actually looks like the original G1 toy. And here he is in his robot mode. As you can see, even in robot mode, this Legends class figure just towers over this WST. So that should give you an idea of just how tiny this little figure is. If you're familiar with Micro Machines, then you'll be familiar with how small this figure really is. Because as far as his vehicle mode is concerned, he's a little bit bigger than a Micro Machine. And as far as that is concerned, I think that is just flat out neat. And what's also interesting to point out is that they did give him an accessory, at least. They gave him his iconic ion blaster. And it just clips onto either arm, really. But, I mean, you can pop it right off. As you can see, it just clips on there. Now, as far as his color pattern is concerned, in case you're wondering, he transforms exactly like the original G1 toy. So, if you know how to transform the original G1 Optimus, you transform this one, no issues. But as you can see, he's color accurate to the original TV series. And in my opinion, that just makes this figure just flat out neat. So I really did this Optimus Prime. And now with that being said, let's move from the robot to the trailer. Let's take a look at the trailer. And right here is the trailer that matches this particular Optimus Prime. Now, just like with the Optimus Prime, there are a lot of these trailers that are made by third-party companies. Now, in case you are wondering, there is a trailer that matches the G1 version of Optimus Prime that's officially released by Takara. So you can have a matching, G1 Optimus Prime with a trailer. And there are a ton of them that are made by third-party companies. Matter of fact, this version right here is actually a third-party trailer. But, I mean, the little bit I have fooled with it, I mean, it's still an extremely nice little trailer. It's still a nice little high-quality trailer for what it is. And in case you were wondering, just like the original trailer that came with Prime, this does open up into the battle station. These do swing out, so you can stabilize it. The back portion does open, and you can just split it down the middle, just like that. Now, let me go ahead and tell you, between the Takara version and this version, aside from the color scheme of this one, which I'm more used to the original G1 animated series anyway, I like this better than the official Takara version for the simple fact that in the official Takara version of this, the little robot that's generally in the trailer, it's just down here. It's just a piece of the scenery. That's all it is. This one, however, you can actually pivot up, down. As you can see, you can remove it from the trailer. It does have a moving little pincher arm right here. Now, I was being a little rough, but it does open and close, which I think is just flat out neat. It does have a movable little radar dish right here, and it does pivot a full 360 degrees. And as you can see, it also rotates in place. So this, in my opinion, is just flat out neat. Not to mention, it does come with a tiny, tiny little bitty roller. Let's see if I can focus in on him. But if this will give you an idea how tiny he is, he's barely bigger than my thumbnail. And this trailer also came with 2 guns. This one, which you can mount on a blaster, he does have a little peg hole right back here. And he also does come with this little blaster right here. And if I'm not mistaken, I honestly think this is the same one that goes with the Ultra Magnus figure. But, I mean, if I had any complaints about this trailer, and I do mean any, it's a very minor, real technical one, which is the little spring-loaded gimmick from the original trailer. They didn't transfer it over to this one. But, I mean, you can still position roller right in the launcher itself. You can move them. Aside from that, his wheels are fixed in place. But that really doesn't matter, considering that he is just a flat-out cool little accessory. Alright, now that I've talked about the trailer itself, let's look at the set as a whole now.
You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah.
Hope you like that brief little montage right there of me doing the transformation for this Optimus Prime. But what's my overall opinion on this? I really like the Optimus Prime, and the fact that a third-party company has actually made a trailer to match it. This, for me, is just absolutely eye-catching. It's not the fact that it's a just a miniature G1 style Optimus Prime is the fact that it's a miniature version of the original G1 TV series and the movie. But I mean, if you can find the cab itself reasonably priced, I'd go for it, because I mean, despite how tiny he is, he's actually loads of fun. And the trailer itself, around on eBay, this trailer should run no more than $10, $20 max. But the fact that this actually has a feature that the official Takara version doesn't have, in my opinion, just makes this worth more. But again, if you can find this plus the trailer to match it, grab it. This is worth going to any Transformer collection, any Optimus Prime collection. I have nothing but good things really to say about this little set right here. But this will wrap up my review on the WST anime version Optimus Prime and the Optimus Prime anime version trailer. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.